Well, hello, boys and girls. It's Mr. Bedley doing 4th grade Excel lesson number 16. We're going to be taking a look at some fraction parts today. This should not be too tricky. In fact, we're looking at fraction parts of money as well as fraction parts of a whole. Let's take a look at number 1 here. And how many, it says hang on. Okay, how many fourths are there in one whole? Well, there's 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. There are 4 1/4s that make up one whole. The answer is 4. Not 1/4, but 4. Number 2, how many halves are there in one whole? There's 1, 2. So the answer is 2. How many sixths are there in two wholes? Well, how many sixths are there in one whole? And here's another whole. How many total sixths do you see there? Pause the video, write the answer right here, and then turn it back on. The answer would be 12. If you don't know how we got 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 right there makes 12 altogether. Pause the video and try number 4. All right, you should have already done number 4 on your own. How many thirds are there in two wholes? Well, in one whole, there are 3. And in another whole, there are 3 more, and that makes 6 altogether. Can you answer 3 and 4 using addition or multiplication? Do you think you could answer this by doing an addition problem instead of drawing a picture? How about this one? Can you do that one using addition or maybe multiplication? Write yes or no right here, and then turn the video back on. All right, you should have written yes there. Yes, you can use multiplication. And you can use division. Oh, not division, addition or multiplication. Okay, I want you to do number 3 right here. Write an addition or multiplication problem there, or both, if you could do both. And then right here, I want you to do number 4. Write a multiplication and an addition problem, if you can do both of them there, for 3 and 4. In fact, this one is 3, that one's 4, okay? Pause the video and try that. You don't have to put 3 and 4 on there. So for number 3, you should have already done it. There's 6 parts and 6 parts. That equals 6 plus 6. Another way to write 6 plus 6 is 6 times 2. How many sixths are there in two wholes? Do you see where that came from? And the answer, of course, was 12. On number 4, you've got 3 and 3. So 3 plus 3 equals 3 times 2. Which is equal to 6. You see how many thirds are there in two wholes. All right, you can draw pictures if you want to. Now, if I were you, I would be writing addition or multiplication problems because you can also do that to compute the answers to these. Pause the video, show your work somehow to show how you're getting it in here, and do number 5 on your own, and then turn the video back on. All right, so you should have already done number 5. It says how many fourths are there in 3 wholes. Now, you don't have to draw a picture, but let me do one for you here. There's one whole with 4 fourths, another whole with 4 fourths, and another whole with 4 fourths. Now, you could draw that, and that would be good enough for your show work. Or, if you have 4 in each one of these, you could write 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. Or you could write 4 times 3 equals 12. Any of these 3 methods for showing your work are fine. If you do more than one of them, you're awesome. Okay, pause the video, try number 6, and then turn it back on. How many eighths are there in 3 wholes? Again, you could draw a picture. 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's not right. And do that last part. 3 wholes. You could split each of these into 8 parts, hopefully making it look better than I am. And that is a good, perfectly fine way. That takes more time than just writing there's 8, and then there's another 8, and there's another 8 in those 3 holes. You can see these go exactly with that. Or you can just do 3 times 8 or 8 times 3, and that's equal to 12. The answer is 12. All right, pause the video, try numbers 7 and 8 on your own, and then turn it back on for the solutions. 3 pies are cut into thirds. How many pieces will there be? So again, you can draw your 3 pies. Now, some kids have a hard time splitting this into thirds. In fact, I'm having a little trouble right now. Thirds like that. Those are thirds. Or you can write 3 plus 3 plus 3. Or you can write 3 times 3. And either way, any of these ways you do it, you're going to get 9 pieces. Oh, did you forget a label? I bet you did. 9 pieces. If you remember to do your label without me, you're doing awesome. Number 8, you should have already done. 4 strips of bacon are cut into halves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut, 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 cut. How many pieces will there be? You've got 2 pieces in each one of those, so you can write 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, or you can just simply write 2 times 4. This is how I would do it, because I think that's the easiest way, and the answer is 8. Did you write pieces? I'm not going to be able to fit it in there. E-S. Okay. So you should have written 8 pieces, and you should have spelled it right and not continued down below. The last part right down here, 9 and 10. See if you can just guess on these, and then I'll go over it after you've tried it on your own. $1 equals how many quarters? Well, 1 quarter is 25 cents. So 2 quarters, here's another 25 cents, that's 50 cents. 3 quarters makes 75 cents, and 4 quarters makes $1. The answer is 4. How many half dollars make $1? Well, just by definition, if you're taking $1 and you're cutting it in half, it takes 2 half dollars to make $1. The correct answer is 2. Thanks for watching. Work hard on your guided practice and your homework side today on your Excel. Add up those check answers for real. Don't fake anything. If it doesn't add up, then go back and find your mistakes and make sure you're understanding everything you do. Remember, math is about understanding. Another couple of reminders, don't forget dollar signs with decimal points, cent signs all by themselves. You should not put a cent sign with a decimal point. Don't forget to put those dollar signs on there. Go back and check your work, and go back and check your work for labels written on all your word problems. More is never going to be a label. Less is never going to be a label. And I don't know. There's just so many wrong labels that you can do. Your label has got to be the objects that you would count in that problem, or the measurement system that you're using. Are you using inches? Are you using pounds? It's not just more. You have to actually put the word for what more of what. That's what I want to see as your label. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.